are we halfway through 2021? Really? What am I doing with my life? Oh my god. What's wrong with you? Get married. Have kids. Get a home. What is wrong with you? This is not the Italian way. Oh no. We're not here to talk about life. We're here to talk about movies. And why are we talking about movies? Because it is a movie channel, podcast, whatever you want to call me. Matt the Matt here. You know how we roll. So, since we're already halfway through 2021, and now that movie theaters are back open, no more masks, they're gone, adios, thank you Lord. Movie theaters are back. As Ellie Sattler would say, Mr. Hammond, I think we're back in business. That's right. The movie theaters are like, we're back in business, maybe. And since we're back in business, I figured, now that we can guarantee now, no more delays, no more pushback, no more nothing. We can say, okay, the movies that are coming out the rest of this year are actually going to come out this year. Which means we can now go through some movies that I am most anticipating to come out the rest of this year. My skinny white ass will be sitting in the theater watching these movies. So, let's do either in no particular order. They're just movies I went down each month, starting from, basically June through December. Luckily, nothing that came out in June really piqued my interest to the point that I say, that's really, really what I want to see. But, starting in July, we got finally a new Marvel movie. After over it'll be 2+ years since we had a last saw a Marvel movie in theaters. That was the second day of July 2019. And now on July 9th, 2021, we'll be getting Black Widow, the new Marvel film. A movie that probably should have been out 3 years ago. But we are officially getting Scarlett Johansson back in the Black Widow movie. I'm looking forward to it more because, like I said, probably be the first Marvel movie in a long time. And then after that, we got The Green Knight. This is directed by David Lowery. He did A Ghost Story, Pete's Dragon. This trailer looked amazing. The cinematography looked like the movie. The cinematography in this movie looks like it's going to be up for best cinematography. Hands down. No one else has this good cinematography. You got Dev Patel in there. You got Joe Edgerton showing up. Alicia Vikander. It's like almost like an Arthur, like Knights of the Round Table, King Arthur kind of story with fantasy. It looks amazing. Then, this week, we got a trailer for a movie that I didn't even have on my radar. The new Hugh Jackman film, Reminiscence. I think it's Reminiscence. It has Rebecca Ferguson. People know her from the last 2 Mission Impossible movies. She had a great character in the Dr. Sleep movie. She's going to be in the new Dune movie. That's the movie I'm going to talk about later. It's directed by Lisa Joy, one of the creators of Westworld. She's directed it and wrote the script. It has this Blade Runner meets Minority Report, meets Inception, meets even a little bit of The Prestige. All sci-fi movies that are original, all awesome sci-fi films. And to see what this is, and the trailer for this, it's skyrocketed on my list. That comes out in August. Then we have a movie, Dear Evan Hansen. This is directed by Stephen Chbosky. Now, who's Stephen Chbosky? Stephen Chbosky used to be an author then turned filmmaker with The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Still one of my favorite coming of age films that came out in 2012. That had Logan Lerman, Emma Watson, Ezra Miller. Then he did another film that was one of my favorites in 2017, Wonder, with Julia Roberts, Owen Wilson. It's another great film. So, and this one has Amy Adams, Julianne Moore. I mean, what's not to love? So this one's going to probably be another winner. Then we got a new Edgar Wright movie, The Last Night in Soho. I am not a big Edgar Wright fan at all. His last film, Baby Driver, was probably my favorite Edgar Wright film. But this movie, with Thomasin McKenzie and Anya Taylor-Joy, it feels like a Black Swan movie. The psychological, one woman and then there's other woman kind of mimicking her. There's like competition. Goes back in time. It's definitely has a Black Swan psychological thriller vibe, and I love Black Swan. That's my favorite Aronofsky film. So this one's high on my radar. Then we got a new M. Night Shyamalan film, Old. Once again, Shamhammer. You can say whatever you want about Shyamalan. Shama Ding Dong. Shama Lulu. Whatever you want to call him. But between The Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Signs, and even The Village, I would say 4 in a row, he nailed. Maybe not the ending of The Village, but The Village had great cinematography, great acting, and a brilliant score by James Newton Howard. So, in this movie, funny enough, it also has Thomasin McKenzie in it. Looks very interesting, very weird, but most of M. Night Shyamalan films are. So I hope this is a return. And then he had a lot of failures. But then in 2015 he had The Visit. And then he followed that up in 2017 with Split. And Glass was a little bit of a disappointment. But hey, this movie looks like we're back to the M. Night Shyamalan we remember. Then we got Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Tom Hardy returning as Eddie Brock. This time directed by Andy Serkis. Yes, that Andy Serkis. Caesar. Kong. Golem. Yeah, him. He's behind the camera this time. The trailer, I'm glad the trailer still had the fun comedic vibe from the first one. So I'm looking forward to that. And then we got Dune with a whole shitload of people from Oscar Isaac, Zendaya, Josh Brolin, Dave Bautista, Rebecca Ferguson, Timothée Chalamet. You name it, they're in it. This is directed by Denis Villeneuve. Who's Denis Villeneuve? If you do not know who Denis Villeneuve is, turn this off and go away. Go away. Denis Villeneuve. Prisoners. Sicario. Arrival. Enemy. Blade Runner 2049. Now you know who I'm talking about. Now you know. That's all there is to say. Then we got Bond, finally. The final Daniel Craig Bond, No Time to Die. I think Daniel Craig is saying, no, it's time to die. I signed on for one more film, and that was supposed to come out in 2019, originally, and you keep then it was February 14th, 2020, then it was April 2020, then it was October, then it was late fall 2020, and then they said, nah, we're just going to move it to October 2021. Daniel Craig is like, I signed on for one more. Spectre was supposed to be my last one. So, I'm looking forward to it. You got Cary Fukunaga behind the camera. The guy, was in the first season of True Detective. You know, the one with Matthew McConaughey? Yeah, Woody Harrelson. The best True Detective. All done by one director, Terry Fukunaga. So I'm dying to see what he does with this No Time to Die. Plus you got Rami Malek as the villain. You got Ana de Armas as the new Bond girl. So looking forward to that. Then we get into, you know what time it is. Halloween. Michael Myers. Michael Myers is back. Going on another killing spree. Looking forward to this. I like the last Halloween, Halloween 2018. I gotta say 2018 because the original Halloween was called Halloween. Then they had the remake with Rob Zombie behind the camera called Halloween. And then they had 2018 Halloween. You think they can come up with some other titles. A subtitle. Wait, we do have a Halloween Kills. The new one. Yay! This was supposed to come out last year, but it got delayed. I don't know why. Because to me, that Halloween Kills would have been a perfect movie to put in the first 2 weeks, either in the theater of October, and then the last 2 weeks of October, put it on a streaming service, so on Halloween, people could watch it at home, or do it the opposite. Put it on a streaming service the first week of October, and then by the third week of October, put it in the theater, so people who wanted to go see it in the theater could have gone to see it on Halloween in the theater. Duh. I mean, these movies don't cost much to make. Maybe $10 million. You would have made your money back easily. Then we got, you know what we got next? I feel the need for speed. Yes, Top Gun Maverick, a sequel to the 1986 original Top Gun, directed by the late Tony Scott. No, he did not come back from the dead to direct this. This is directed by the director of Oblivion, the Tom Cruise movie. He's behind the camera this time. We got Jennifer Connelly. We got Ed Harris. We got John Hamm. We got Miles Teller. I'm looking forward to this. I was late in the Top Gun franchise movie. I don't think I saw it until after college. And let me tell you, I've been dying to see this movie. People will be surprised by that, but really, even though I don't have these movies in a particular order, Top Gun Maverick would probably be my third most anticipated for the rest of the year. I cannot wait for this movie. I wish they moved it up to the summer. This is a summer movie, through and through. You got the volleyball scenes, you got the hot guys, you got the hot girls, you got Jennifer Connelly, you got Tom Cruise, you got him on a motorcycle. I mean, come on. That's summer all over it. But whatever, we're getting it in November. So during Thanksgiving, you can go see Top Gun. Then we got probably the two most, actually funny enough, on my actual list here, the bottom three are truly the main bottom, my top three most anticipated. Next we got Spider-Man No Way Home, with all the rumors of Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield. We got Jamie Foxx officially returning. We got my boy Alfred Molina coming back from 2004 to play Doc Ock. We got J. Jonah Jameson, J.K. Simmons back. You know, there's rumors about Kirsten Dunst returning, Emma Stone. We don't know what's going to happen in this movie. All I know is, I want Spider-Man! That's for you, J.K. Simmons. And last but not least, I just talked about it just in my last video. You know what time it is. The blue pill, the red pill. Choose. Neo. The Matrix 4. We got The Matrix in December. Which could have some religious aspects to that. It's coming out around Christmas time. And we know all the Matrix movies had religious undertones in them. So, for this one to come out right close to Christmas, you know there's going to be some religious stuff there. The Matrix 4. One of my favorite, The Matrix, one of my favorite sci-fi franchises. The first one, my favorite sci-fi film. Seeing Keanu Reeves back, Carrie-Anne Moss back, Jada Pinkett Smith back. Bring on The Matrix. I just want to see a damn trailer by now. I mean, we've had how many Warner Brothers movies? Godzilla, Mortal Kombat, and now in The Conjuring. All Warner Brothers movies, and still no trailer for The Matrix 4? We don't even have a title. Where's my title? No. Where's my title? The Matrix Rebooted? The Matrix Revisited? The Matrix Revitalized? The Matrix Reborn? I don't know. You know it's going to be something with the word R-E in there. With the word R-E what? Are we going to get a trailer soon? Anyway, so those are the movies I am anticipating the rest of this year. Some of them might be on your list too. If they aren't, go watch the trailers for the ones that are out. And you know what? At the end of the year, I'll have my top 10 movies. I'll be able to do a top 10 movies this year. Because boy, I have already seen 4 movies in theaters so far this year. It's a miracle. We're only halfway through the year. So, like I said, Matt the Matt here. Like and subscribe to the channel. Attack Bat Productions. Go on YouTube. Hit subscribe. And we'll see you.